proof sets. Well, proof is a method of manufacture, and that method of manufacture is made into a special set. Surprisingly, though, it's only been for the last 75 years or so. The U.S. Mint started that back in 1950. And today, it's still the staple. Everybody needs that proof. But there's a transition from Philadelphia to San Francisco, 64 to 68. And for the last 50 plus years, San Francisco's been the mint. Well, tonight we have a crazy collection. The first 25 years of San Francisco's proof sets in one beautiful bundle. Here it is. So the explanation, well, it just takes time. This is the first time we've had this opportunity available this year. But the story of the proof sets, again, go back to 1950 when the U.S. Mint opened it up. Prior to that, they were made as presentation pieces. If you knew somebody, you might get a single proof coin, but there was no sets being released to the public. So in 1950, they opened up the door as an option. You can order from the mint directly. And from 1950 to 1964, Philadelphia struck all of our proof coins. Up to that point in history, they struck every proof coin ever made. But then we did a split of duties, and San Francisco now took over all of the collector coins, proof sets being one of them. So starting in 1968, we had this beautiful new presentation packaging as well. And it's still being made from San Francisco today. So these are the first 25 years that San Francisco made proof sets. Now look, that's the price, $299.75. Now you divide that by 25, and you're at $11.99 a proof set. But here is one better, everybody, and the graphic is right there. They approved tonight our Easy Pay programs, which means $59.95 for 5 months, and you have $299.75. You will get 5 sets shipped to you every month. You'll get the same collection, but we knew now that at this time of year, sometimes what I want and what I can afford are an issue. We just want to make people have the options available to them. So that's the deal, and that's the crazy value. But now let's talk about what's in these sets, right? A proof, again, is a method of manufacture, where an uncirculated coin, or a coin in circulation, I should say, is struck once, right? Just slapped once and put into circulation. The proof is the method. They take the dies and they polish the dies, the obverse and the reverse. And then they take the piece of metal, whether it's a copper or whether it's a copper clad, and they polish the piece of metal as well. And then they strike it twice with enormous pressure to give you the contrast, where you get that razor rim and that frosted image of the president. Now you're noticing going through these that like in 1984 is when the design even changed a little bit more. The earlier ones are glossy, mirrored proof. And about 1984, you start seeing the transition to more of a frosted. Technology changes, they update, where you can see the contrast of the presidents on our circulating coins. Now you also notice that the packaging has somewhat changed. It's still that beautiful hard plastic lens that was introduced for the first time in 1968. Prior to that, it was that poly pack. Beautiful, but still needed improvements. But we have the blue boxes, we have the black boxes, and we have the purple boxes. Every number of years, when a new coin came out or a coin ended, they changed the packaging. So those first 5 years, significant years, 68 through 72, the first 5 years are the first top shelf and the one in the upper left on the second shelf. Those first 3, 68, 69, and 70, those are silver Kennedys. Silver Kennedys. The competition sell the Kennedys out of those proof sets for $89.40. Just those 3 coins, and the only place you can get them is breaking that set. And then you're going to notice that in the middle, there's those red sets. What's that all about? Well, you notice also there's a 6th coin. For the first time in U.S. Mint history, in 1973, we added the jumbo dollar, the Eisenhower dollar, to our proof set. So 73, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those 6 sets are the only sets in U.S. Mint history that have a big jumbo dollar in it. And then right after that was what? The mini dollar, Susan B. Anthony came in 79, 80, and 81. So there are 9 sets here that are 6-coin sets. And they get 25 years. We roll forward up till 1992, which are all those beautiful purple sets, the color of royalty, right? These proof sets are royal. Now, why I love these sets. If you're buying these sets set by set, the same 25 sets we have here tonight, for $59.95 times 5 or $299.75 as a single payment, they are at $695. They are double our price. But the reason they're double our price is because of what's in these sets and how it's added up, how the value is put together. Because again, these San Francisco proofs were not made and sold individually. That all stopped in 1950. Proofs are now sold as sets only. So the only way to get that proof Eisenhower from 1976, right there, the bicentennial, which is the detailed reverse, is from this set. If you add up just the $9, the 6 Kennedys, the 6 Eisenhowers, 30, 50, 39, 75, if you add them all up, those 6, $179. And they came out of these sets. Then you go to the Susan B. Anthony dollars. The Susan B. Anthony dollars themselves, 3 of them. Competition on those, $64. So add up just the $9 and you're at $250 and change. Now, the big coin in all of these sets is the Kennedy half dollar. I mentioned earlier how the first 3 are silver Kennedys. There are 3 silver coins in these 25 years of sets, 1 each in those first 3 years. And they're at $89.40 for the first 3 Kennedys. And then when you add up the other 22, they range from $13.25 up to $18.50 each. They are over $275 for just those other years. So the Kennedys are over $350 by themselves inside of these sets. So if you take the Kennedys, you take the Eisenhowers, you take the 3 Susan B. Anthonys and put them together, you're looking at over $700, which is why when you buy the proof sets from my competition, it's such a great value at $695.45. Well, here's how it works. It always works here. We have them all. Join us. Visit us at avccoins.com. If you're looking just for 1992, I have it. If you're looking for 1952, I have it. On the left-hand side, when you get on our landing page, there's a button that says Proof Sets, and there you'll find them all. But if you add them all up today from these 25 years, even my price is higher than $299.75. The deal is in the package. Guys, let's put that 1-minute clock up, please. It's a load. 5 coins times 25. Now add in the 6th coin on 9 of those sets. The Kennedys, north of $350. The dollars, the Eisenhower and Susan B. Anthony's, nearly $250. The sets, give or take $600. And tonight we're at $11.99 a set. Think about this. Vintage sets, never to be made again. And on top of it all, these are the first ever from the San Francisco Mint. They started in 1968 and they're still doing it today strong. Oh, and by the way, what's a brand new proof set cost? Yeah, we're talking give or take $30 a set. So these vintage sets with all these great silver coins and or big dollar coins are less per set. That's the buying power you guys give us when we're buying all these large deals and breaking them down. Original government packaging, yes, that's what the OGP stands for, which means with the purple sets, you're going to have a certificate of authenticity added for the first time. All the earlier sets do not have that. Just an interesting thing. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us, but I have to be moving on.